Hello, and welcome back to Bible Stories for Growing Hearts. Today we're going to hear an incredible story about a man named Daniel and a den full of hungry lions, and what happens when you stay faithful to God no matter what. This is a story about courage, about prayer, and about God's amazing protection. Let's begin. Long ago, in the land of Babylon, there lived a man named Daniel. Daniel wasn't just anyone. He was one of the king's most important leaders. The king trusted him. The people respected him. But do you know what made Daniel truly special? Daniel loved God with all his heart, and Daniel prayed. Every single day, 3 times a day, Daniel would kneel by his window, face toward Jerusalem, and talk to God, morning, noon, and night, no matter what. Prayer wasn't just something Daniel did, it was who Daniel was. But not everyone was happy about Daniel. Some of the other leaders were jealous. They wanted Daniel's job. They wanted the king's favor. So they watched Daniel carefully, looking for something wrong, some mistake, some rule he broke. But they couldn't find anything. Daniel was honest. Daniel was faithful. Daniel did his job well. Then they noticed something. Every day, 3 times a day, Daniel prayed to God. And that's when they got an idea. A sneaky, terrible idea. They went to the king and said, "Oh, king, you are so great. Let's make a new law. For the next 30 days, everyone can only pray to you. Anyone who prays to anyone else, even their God, should be thrown into the den of lions." The king, not knowing it was a trap for Daniel, signed the law. When Daniel heard about the new law, he had a choice to make. He could stop praying to God for 30 days. It would be safe. It would be easy. Or he could keep praying to God and risk the lions. Do you know what Daniel did? Daniel went home. He went to his room. He opened his window toward Jerusalem, and Daniel knelt down and prayed to God, just like he always did, 3 times that day. Daniel chose God, even though it was dangerous, even though people were watching, because Daniel knew some things are more important than safety. The officials ran to the king. "Oh, king," they said, "remember your law? Daniel is breaking it. He prays to his God 3 times every day, even now." The king's heart sank. He realized he'd been tricked. This law wasn't about honoring him. It was about hurting Daniel. The king spent all day trying to find a way to save Daniel, but the law was the law. Once a king made a law, it couldn't be changed. As the sun was setting, the officials came back. "The law must be kept, O king." The king looked at Daniel with sad eyes. "May your God, whom you serve faithfully, rescue you." And Daniel was taken to the lion's den. They lowered Daniel into the den. The entrance was sealed with a heavy stone. Inside the den, lions surrounded Daniel. Big, powerful, hungry lions. But Daniel wasn't alone. God sent an angel who stood with Daniel. And do you know what happened? The angel shut the lions' mouths. All through that long night, Daniel sat peacefully among the lions. They didn't hurt him. They didn't even touch him. Some of the lions slept. Some sat quietly. But not one lion harmed God's faithful servant, because when you belong to God, He protects you. All that night the king couldn't sleep. He worried about Daniel. As soon as the sun came up, the king rushed to the lion's den. He called out, "Daniel, Daniel, servant of the living God, was your God able to save you from the lions?" And from inside the den came Daniel's voice. "O king, live forever. My God sent his angel and shut the mouths of the lions. They have not hurt me." The king was overjoyed. Get him out right now." They rolled away the stone. They pulled Daniel up, and when they examined him, there wasn't a scratch on him, not one, because Daniel trusted in his God. The king made a new law that day. Everyone in my kingdom must respect Daniel's God, for he is the living God, and he rescues and saves. So what does Daniel's story teach us? It teaches us that staying faithful to God is always worth it, even when it's hard, even when it's scary. It teaches us that prayer is important and powerful. Daniel prayed 3 times every day. Prayer kept him close to God. It teaches us that when you do what's right, God is with you. He protects you. You're never alone. Sometimes, doing the right thing might mean standing alone. Your friends might not understand, people might think you're weird, but like Daniel, you can be brave. You can stay faithful. Because the God who shut the mouths of lions is the same God who is with you. Let's say these brave words together. I can stay faithful to God, even when it's hard. Prayer is powerful. I can pray to God anytime, anywhere. When I do what's right, God is with me. I am never alone. God protects me. I can be brave like Daniel. Remember, Daniel faced real lions. You might face different lions, but the same God who protected Daniel protects you. Stay faithful, keep praying, do what's right, and remember, God is always with you. If this story made you brave today, would you like the video, share it with someone who needs courage, and subscribe for more Bible stories here at Bible Stories for Growing Hearts? Thank you for listening. Until next time, be faithful, be brave, trust God.